welcome to GTLive, where today, Stephanie and I are a little sick.
The plague has hit Team Game Theory.
It's the plague. So, Steph,
We are dropping like flies over here.
I'm equipped with my tissue. Stephanie may keel over at any given moment.
Tea.
Healing Diet Coke. And Jason is off in the corner trying to stay healthy, but he's not healthy.
No chance.
No chance. So anyway, if we're sounding a little stuffed up today, that's why. And that's also why today we had to play a little bit more laid back of a game, a little bit calmer of an experience.
No rage quitting today.
No rage quitting today.
No throwing things across the room.
I don't expect that. Who knows? Though, this is GTLive, where anything can happen, and I might get frustrated by a particular question. Today, all that matters is one button. No other controls, no Minecrafting, just one button. And the question is, will we press that button? That's right, how was that for a segue?
That was amazing.
Right? That's right, we're playing Will You Press the Button. We've been doing these would you rather, either or, like hypothetical scenario games over the last couple weeks. You guys seem to really enjoy them. We really enjoy them. Gets all of us thinking and debating and having a good old time. So let's get into this, shall we? Let's ask the questions that people need to know. Question 1, will you press the button, Stephanie? Okay. Your favorite TV show would never end, but you'd have to also watch your most hated TV show.
Okay.
Will you press the button?
Okay, couple of ground rules.
Also, real quick, before we get to ground rules, I'd like to point out the update. You guys can see, yeah, they can see it. The update under willyoupressthebutton.com here. Update. Comments have been improved. Personalize yourself with avatars. I just think this is hilarious.
Thank God. I was waiting for that. Forever.
You just know that this website, was coasting along for the longest time. Here's our, rough website that does this kind of, either or question. Then all of a sudden, some YouTubers stumble across it, and now everyone's like, oh my gosh, I totally want to play Will You Press the Button. They're traffic surges, and they're like, we have to include all this new functionality. Guys, stabilize the system. More ads. Throw more ads into it.
Avatars. People like avatars.
Avatars, that comments. That's a thing. Do that now. Sorry. So, will you press the button? Hopefully you're enjoying all of the new traffic that is headed your way from all of the YouTube gamers who are playing your game. So anyway, sorry. I just wanted to point that out. Will you press the button, Steph? Favorite TV show will never end, but you also have to watch your most hated TV show.
Okay, ground rules.
There are no ground rules.
I've had favorite TV shows, when they get into that 7th, 8th, 9th season, they really start to go off the rails. Are we assuming that it's gonna be favorite TV show, every episode is just as awesome every time?
Your favorite TV show continues to infinity, and everything that entails.
So...
It's kind of like Lost. They're like, we don't have an end plan for this. Vamp. Keep going. More episodes.
More island people. Time travel. Whatever.
House. More lupus. Give more of them lupus.
It's never lupus.
It's never lupus, Dr. House. Come on. All right.
I would not choose to press this button, and I know you're on the other side of the issue because...
Spoiler alert. #spoiler Stephanie.
You already said so.
I did not. I said it to you before we started the stream.
Oh.
Spoiler Stephanie.
I may have given that one away. Sorry, guys.
Because it's up on the screen, and I'm like, ooh, this is a good one. And then, save it for the stream, Matt. Okay. Well, I did. And then there it goes.
So I wouldn't press the button. Because this also implies that I don't get to binge watch my favorite show forever. I have to intersperse it with this other awful show.
Well, okay, so I think the bigger question here, and this is actually for you guys on Twitter and on the comments, what is it? What is your favorite TV show, and what is your most hated TV show? For me, favorite TV show, it's a tough one. Actually, both of these are tough. I'd say my favorite TV show would probably be... Breaking Bad was great. That was a show that I wished continued forever, because I was every week, I'm yes, I can't wait for this, I can't wait. Another top contender for me would probably be Community. I love Community.
Yeah.
#6 seasons in a movie. Got to 6 seasons. you got there. Kind of limping to the finish. But to your point, you bring up a really good point about like, yeah, if it's going on forever, you have like Breaking Bad, five amazing seasons, right?
Right.
Once you get past that, and if you don't have like a clear idea of where the story arc is going, it starts to kind of be like, okay, all right, let's move on. You start to rehash plot lines,
Yes.
Characters start to do weird things, all that stuff. So totally to your point.
And yes, in the chat, anime does count.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally
anime series definitely count.
Anime is absolutely on the table
Totally
here
on
for
the
this.
table.
So yeah, if your favorite TV show happens to be Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah,
just
on
expect,
forever.
100 more episodes of just. It's over 9,000. Okay, so yeah, you could vamp for days on that. I apologize, headphone users. That was awkward.
You also forgot the Kamehame in there.
No, I was charging up my power level, Stephanie. Jeez.
Okay, fine.
This isn't even my final form. Okay, so anyway, so favorite TV show, so anime counts for you guys in the chat.
Mine's Game of Thrones, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's got so many characters, I feel like, and they do such a good job of making you care about so many of the characters. I want that one to go on forever.
And the boobs.
Of course. Who could forget those?
Totally all over it.
No.
No, come on. Okay, most hated TV show, that's hard
That is.
for me. Because, like, if I don't like a TV show or I don't think I'm going to like a TV show, I don't typically watch it.
You just don't watch it. Yeah.
Right? Like, so that would be... Okay, well, real quick, worst TV show.
Worst TV show. I like need some ideas for it. Because, yeah, like, you just don't watch it.
Worst TV show.
I mean, there are plenty of bad ones,
like,
right?
I can't think of. There's a lot of bad TV. Like, a lot of bad reality TV shows come to mind. Like, I'm not a fan of Ice Road Truckers. Maybe it would be Ice Road Truckers. Because I'm like, I don't care about your truck on ice. Driving, I don't care.
Similarly, I'm not into Gold Miners Alaska either.
At least Gold Miners, my favorite part about Gold Miners Alaska though is there's a lot of like sexual innuendo that you can draw out of that.
And that's completely unintentional on their part.
Yeah, it's like, digging into the glory hole, stick the drill in the hole. It's like, haha, I'm immature.
It's
this
like
is funny.
every episode though. It's like every episode.
I like that you know more than one episode of.
No, I just watch
Gold
a lot
Miners
of.
Alaska.
I just watch a lot of The Soup, which covers Gold Miners Alaska religiously. It's another Joel McHale show. It's going off the air in 2 weeks.
Speaking of shows
It
that you
is
wish
so
wouldn't
sad.
end, Joel McHale,
The Soup.
we will miss you.
The Soup would be a good one.
It was one of our goals to come see one of your shows live in person, and now that's
That
probably not
dream
going to
is
happen
crushed.
ever.
That
That's really
dream is
sad.
crushed.
It is.
I
We'll
know.
miss you, Joel. That's
See-
cute. You, that, and Community. You're always welcome on GTLive. Right here, Joel McHale. Right? I hear you're a gamer. I hear you like Xbox games. Come on. Open invite, my friend. Right here. Sit on the couch. Would you rather? Will you press the button?
So I want to include some of the ones that are coming through.
Yeah, on the chat.
On the chat. So favorites. Dragon Ball Z came up quite a bit. So did Gravity Falls.
Oh, Gravity Falls. Another brilliant show cut down in its prime.
Daredevil. Also, I saw Daredevil several times.
Daredevil's coming back.
Even Jessica Jones, which is brand new and it's on our list to watch.
Yeah, that's on our to-do list. We're hopefully
Yeah.
going to do that in the next couple weeks here.
Yeah.
Gravity Falls, Steven Universe. Worst. Hold up. Okay.
Dallas.
Oh, Kardashians.
Real
a lot.
Housewives.
Delaney Wallace saying Kardashians is the worst.
That's fair.
Asha S. Of course, they would watch the Discovery Channel. Oh, you bet. Randy Garita, Gravity Falls favorite. Donnie 1014, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, worst. That's one that has continued to stay alive.
Oh my gosh, somehow.
So much for flying through these questions, though,
Okay,
Steph. Huh?
so make your choice. I wouldn't do it personally, but I'm okay.
You know what? I agree. I wouldn't do it because you're right. Like, nothing is worse than seeing a great show lose itself in later seasons because it just has to vamp for storylines.
I'd rather pick up something new. Every time my favorite show ends, I'm like sad about it for a couple weeks, and then I like find something else, and I'm like, wow, this is new and different and also great.
It's true. Absolutely. I will not press that button.
Whoa.
There you go. 48% have pressed the button, 52% did not.
Oh man.
Did you guys press the button? Also, let's check out on the hashtag GTLive what other shows. I'm curious, because right now, what you guys are also giving me is a bunch of new ideas for stuff that we should watch.
Film theory, what?
Because we just finished watching, Once Upon a Time. That was one that we found on Netflix and caught up on. Gravity Falls was a recent one that you guys suggested to us for film theory, and is incredible. I love that.
It's so
Steven
good.
Universe is on the to-do list. Jessica Jones is on the to-do list. But Adventure Time.
Callum Simpson, favorite TV show, Adventure Time, least favorite, Britain's Got Talent. Don't blame you. Lawrence Calibaster, Doctor Who favorite, you and Ronnie, and Kardashian's worst.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
A lot of Kardashian hatred. Understandably so.
Shane Gustin, I have no idea how to use Twitter lol. You did it remarkably successfully for someone who does not know how to do it.
Someone who didn't do it. Use the hashtag well, use the @ button well. Congratulations.
It was great. There was a lot of skill that went into that one.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, let's do it.
So keep those coming in. I'm curious. I liked this dilemma. It was good. Will you press the button, Stephanie? You can go back into the you can go into the future or back into the past, but you have to stay there, and there will never be a way to send you back to the present.
Can I bring anyone with me?
I don't know. Ask the button. You go back to the future, or go into the future, or back to the past. Can you bring someone with you? If I say no, is your answer no?
Yep.
Okay.
If I say no, if I can't bring anyone, then no.
If you can, let's say yes.
If I can, yeah, I would go into the future, I think.
Really?
Wouldn't go into the past. But yeah, I'm like always so curious about where technology goes, and even like 50 years ago, we have technology now that you couldn't even imagine 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like being this age, like 50 years from now, 100 years from now, that could be super exciting. And if you could bring someone with you, that would be great.
What about if we had robot overlords? Then it would be less great. Then you're the slave to the machines.
Less great.
You're
So
like 100
interesting.
years coming all the way down the pipeline, and then all of a sudden, like, that's when everything goes to heck. The robots take over, and now you're the only human in the robot society, and now you're being thrown in prison, being guarded by the drones, or being poked and prodded as they study you and your human ways.
Oh man.
Right? These are the risks that you take with the future, Stephanie.
Maybe I'd creep forward slowly, and if it looked like it was going in the old robot overlord direction, I'd be like, we'll put the brakes on this one.
Yeah, so you would be in the future.
If I could take someone, I would go into the future.
Also, keep note, so who would you take?
Well, I mean, Skip's right over there, so no. I would take you.
Cat.
I would take you.
I see how it is, boot the cat. Well, thank you. But so you're only taking me. What about your family? What about your friends?
We'd creep forward slowly. And we don't have
Yeah, so
like,
you creep forward like 10 years, and all of a sudden you've missed 10 years of your parent's life.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe if I could
Think about the consequences.
Maybe if I could bring like half a dozen people.
Hey everyone, let's do this together.
Let's all hold hands into the future.
Into the future. For me, back into the past. I think I would do it. I think I would go back to the past.
Where would you go back to the past to?
I wouldn't go that far back to the past. I would go maybe like 5-10 years back to the past.
And invent an internet
And
app.
then invent the internet or invent this cool search engine called Google.
Giggle.
But yeah, it wouldn't be called Google. It would be called something else. It would be called like... it would be called... What's a good name for a search engine, guys? What should I... If I'm creating my own search engine...
Schnoogle.
No, it would have to have like some awful...
Find out.
Boo! Boo!
Who are you,
Find
Ask
out.
Jeeves?
Yeah,
God.
how? No, I'm thinking it would have to have some like pun name because everything I do has a Matt pun in it. Like, Matt. I don't know.
So
but,
you would just go back, it wouldn't be, so mine would be out of scientific curiosity, I would go into the future. Yours would be for material gain, you would go into the past.
No, Stephanie, I would be going back to the past so I could help shape the future into what it is.
Then
I would learn from the mistakes of our present day and then bring those learnings back to the past so we could create a new and better society. Hashtag Matt Pat for President 2016.
Oh my gosh.
I will go to the past for you, my constituents, and I will fix the errors of the past. That is my commitment to you, America.
That Kardashian show, it'll never
Off
even
the air,
happen.
more Breaking Bad for every TV. Community, more soup, more Joel McHale in everyone's TV box. And on your YouTubes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so, but you have to stay there and never, and the other thing too, the other benefit about going to the past here is if I go shortly to the past, now all of a sudden I have a general idea of where things are gonna progress to. Yes, my influence is gonna change things somewhat, but at least I have a general idea of where things are going. So what I can do then is I can rest assured that I'm not gonna end up in some robot overlord's, cage. Oh no, Stephanie's gone. No, I have shocked her. She's done, it's over. It's okay, hey. That's okay, I'm just gonna talk to you guys now. You guys agree with me, right? Here, there we go. Let me hook in here for a sec. Stephanie is so disgusted by my vision of the past that she had to leave. So honestly, I think I pressed the button. Let's do this. Let's see what the results are. Will you press the button? 44% of people have pressed the button. 56% did not. What do you think, Jason? What would you do?
I don't think I would press it. If I had to go one way or the other, though, I would definitely be going into the past.
Right? I feel like the past is the smart choice.
Even further back because you could bring up simpler technology to people and become profitable off of that. It's really easy if you go back into the Renaissance time period and provide them with any sort of technology, but you're gonna think you're a god. So.
Here's my cellular device. Whoa!
Exactly.
No, I
just have to build power.
When Jason said he would go back to the past and bring simpler technology, I thought for a second you meant the purse hook.
What?
Exactly, sir. So I don't know, women, you girls who are watching this, you might be aware of this. I don't know, but this is one of those silly things that it's the solution to the problem that you didn't know that you had. But basically, there is a device that was invented fairly recently where it's a hook that women bring with them in their purse and that you put it at the edge of a restaurant table and and then you put your purse on the hook so that way the purse doesn't have to sit on the ground the whole time so it's not getting dirty and you don't forget it and it's just hanging by a hook right next to you and it's counterbalanced so that way it doesn't fall off or anything. Millions of dollars. Brilliant. Whoever invented a hook for a purse on a table, making a fortune right now. So when you said simpler technology, that's what I thought you meant. And I'm yeah, it's a good idea. I'll invent Google, which is hard, and then I'll invent the purse hook, which is easier. So there you go, boom. Or the self-scooping litter box, another great invention that, the world was in need of. Those problems that you didn't think that you had, but then you're yeah, I could use that. In the chat, we're getting a lot of people sending me my hypothetical search engine name. We have, look who decided to come back, I see.
I'm not dead.
You're not dead. Here, take some healing Diet Coke.
Thanks, I brought some cough drops. It's gonna be a party.
Woohoo! Party! Yeah, chloroseptic. So don't choke on your Diet Coke.
Notice how many of these are already gone.
Let's see, so we have Adam Eason. You'll get it in a second. We have Google, Adam Eason, Google theory. I don't know if people would want to type that in. Google, it's long and it's hard to spell.
Matt goal is also, gets a little stuck in the throat. It's like something I would say right now being
I was gonna say, it sounds like you sick.
Goal.
Sounds like you every 15 minutes. Sorry. Red Ranger 234, Matt Goal. Alfred Kwan, G Toodle. GT Oodle. It would be good, except for the fact that if I'm going back to the past, we lost her again. Game theory wouldn't exist back in the past, and we would have to create YouTube in order to create game theory. So the pun would just not be there. Search theory, says Joseph Patrick. Yeah, I can see that. Ooh, Elgoog. Elgoog is Google backwards. I don't know about that one. That's another tough one. Pat Goal, Bree Games. Pat Goal. All right, it's an idea. It's a thought. So there you go. So that's that. I think we would. I would go back to the past. Jason would go back to the past. Stephanie, weirdo, going to the future. Just wants to be a slave to the robots. Meh. All right, I like that one. That was good. Will I press the button? Let's see. I can place one law into action immediately, but people involved in the law and or government do not have to obey it. That's complicated. That's a really complicated one. You can place one law into action immediately, but people involved in the law and or government do not have to obey. You know, it's interesting. Is that different from the way it is now? Oh, burn on the government. Oh, psych. Because, you know, there's always the the police don't have to follow the rules or whatever.
I leave you alone for 5 minutes and you're getting political.
Hey, and hashtag MattPat for President 2016.
Oh my goodness.
Anarchy for everyone, my friends.
I see we've gotten nowhere in this stream.
So anyway, here, you can take, you feel like staying with us for a little bit?
I think we've got it.
Yeah, you got it? You're all good now?
I didn't want to mess up people's earphones by coughing and stuff. That's lame.
You have that hoarse, sultry voice now.
Oh yeah.
It's nice. Oh, hey.
So phlegmy.
Hey guys. You're using your Hollywood voice.
Oh, that's so nice.
As longtime viewers of GTLive know, we went over the different voices that you learn when you're in acting school, and so Hollywood voice is one of them. So there you go, you're using your Hollywood. So Steph, this is why I'm talking about anarchy right now. You can place one law into action immediately. Mm-hmm. Okay, so ice cream for everyone, every day of the week. But people involved in the law and or government do not have to obey.
Is there a point to that? So do regular
Yeah,
people
because
have
not
to
everyone works in the law or government, Stephanie.
So regular people have to follow it.
Yeah, regular people do, but your police officers and your senators, representatives,
Nah.
Whig party members.
The Tories and the Whigs.
The Tories don't have to obey.
Nah.
See, for our international audiences, one of the past streams that we did, we got a lot of international comments being there are more civil wars than just the American Civil War. And it's yes.
Oh my gosh, we got such a hard time for that. Yes, there are other civil wars. We had the War of the Roses pointed out to us. We had, 100 Years' War. We had a bunch of English civil wars pointed out. And I guess a couple of others maybe even came up. But you folks in the UK were definitely upset about that. So we know that there are other civil wars.
Yeah. We just had to talk about our own.
We had to pick one.
Yeah, you can't talk about every civil war. We had to go with the one that's closest to our hearts.
But we are aware of them.
All those wars have different names, though. Does the American one have a different name? Because the fact that it was in the question like that makes me think that they were specifically talking about that war.
You know what all this is telling me? You guys are avoiding the question.
I say no.
Why?
Because it's just inherently unfair. I wouldn't want to pass a law that's inherently unfair, that everyone isn't obligated to live by.
That's deep.
The government, by the people, for the people.
Yeah, way to be US-centric again.
I know, God.
What about all those monarchies? Or oligarchies, Stephanie? What about a good oligarchy?
I don't want to start coughing again.
I agree. I think that this one is, I'm not doing it.
Nah.
Hey, if I'm going to impose ice cream every day, everyone in that darn country better be obeying ice cream every day.
Yep.
No, President Obama, you do not get to skip out on ice cream day. No, Senator
mint
Brown.
chocolate chip or nothing.
No, Senator Brown, Republican from Ohio. He's not pertinent, I don't think, anymore. I don't live in Ohio, so I don't know our senators anymore. But anyway, and he was a representative anyway. But anyway, you're not allowed to skip out on ab day or whatever day I've dictated.
Oh my goodness.
I will not do this. All right, this is good.
Let's see.
Will you press the button? You're a wizard, Harry, but you have no hands. So here's my concern with this one, I have to say.
Okay.
If I'm a wizard, is my magical ability directly tied to my ability to wave a wand?
No, I think it's more of a once upon a time deal, where all you have to do is.
Where magic always comes with a price?
That, yes. We're still.
All magic comes with a price.
We're still watching way too much Once Upon a Time, guys.
We just finished it yesterday, so we're all good.
We're good. You can stop hearing those references soon. But I think it's more of like, mind magic. I don't think it's dependent on a
mind magic.
However, I would totally just cheat my way around this by constructing magical hands that were not my actual hands.
Right.
Like a Luke Skywalker kind of deal. And then wand, no wand, just a slick pair of gloves. No one ever knows.
Right, I feel like this one has too many loopholes.
Yeah.
Where you would create hands using your magic, or if it is telepathy. What if you can't though? What if you being a wizard allows you to do stuff like ride your broom, but doesn't allow you any other like hand-specific, wand-specific magical properties?
Right?
See, okay.
Everyone's like...
CHHU says absolutely.
Yeah.
Demon Melon says, my name is Harry. Lazar Lilik says no. Diana Matute says no.
Ooh.
Quinn Gardner says no press.
Andrew McAllister says, obviously no, you can't play video games.
If you create magical hands, you can.
Yeah.
I think you do this.
I think you still do it.
I think by the rules of this game, we create magical hands and you do it. Let's press it. 49% of the people have pressed the button. 51% did not.
Silly 51%.
This is okay.
Someone said all magic comes with for a price, dearie.
This is funny. Steph doesn't get this one because you're not a League of Legends player.
Oh, but I've played it before.
Yeah, you'll get every champion and skin in the game League of Legends, but you have to play Teemo at least twice after every victory. I like that.
So what do you think?
I don't think you can do it, honestly. So first off, the beauty of League of Legends is that, you don't have to, well, skins, I guess you do have to pay for stuff, but like champions, you have the free rotation, and, over time, you're able to
You should be getting exposed to most of them. Yeah,
and the prices aren't super bad. I'm not a skin user myself. I don't believe in skin. No skin for me. I'm not a big skin guy. That's a weird thing
Just not into it,
So I wouldn't.
Everybody has their thing.
I don't tend to spend money on skins. Champions, I'm fine with rotations, or if I really like someone, I buy them. But if you think about it, you have to play Teemo at least twice after every victory. People hate Teemo, so this is the joke here, right? Like Teemo is pretty much garbage.
I surmised.
Right? I don't know if you could tell.
I have not played Teemo.
Yeah, so Teemo, no real love in the League of Legends community. All you Teemo fans, let me know in the comments.
Everyone's like, no, Teemo.
Yeah, no Teemo. See, no one likes Teemo. Let me know if you are a Teemo fan in the comments or on the hashtag GTLive. I'm curious. But so anyway, here's my reasoning. If I am forced to play Teemo after every time I get a victory, my overall score in the game is going to be pretty bad, right? Unless I get really good at Teemo, which even then is going to be a stretch. Like, I win, but then I'm assuming I'm either going to lose or do pretty poorly the next two games. So for every good game that I have, I'm having two bad games where my teammates are going to be like harassing me if I'm just randomly matched with people. People are going to be like, who the hell are you choosing Teemo? All that stuff. Like, I would get so much hate in the community around that sort of thing. You can't do it. It's not worth it.
Go for it. Don't press.
I will not press that button.
Man, we're being so selective today. We're not taking anything.
I don't know. I feel like I pressed the button a couple times. 34% of the people have pressed this button. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice, people who did. The 66% who did not. That was correct. Let's see. Ooh. Huh.
Ooh.
That's interesting and deep and slightly political. You meet your soulmate, but that person's the same gender as you.
As their soulmate, they're also attracted to you, though. It's not like I meet another girl, but she's attracted to guys. But she's my soulmate, but she's not attracted to me. Like, it's your soulmate. So it's a two-way street. Like, you're supposed to be together, right?
Yes, I think that's probably a correct interpretation of the
Okay,
question.
so yeah. You meet your soulmate. They're your soulmate. A lot of people go for a really long time without ever meeting their soulmate.
Right?
And so if you could guarantee that that's the case, yeah.
I agree. Like, yeah.
Especially now it's just getting so much, I guess, better, easier for, people to be with whoever they want. There are no, marriage restrictions. There's nothing. So if you can meet your soulmate and that person happens to be the same gender as you, then you met your soulmate, man.
Right?
They're probably pretty cool to hang out with. Go for it.
Well, and here's the other thing too, like, soulmate, not to get too graphic or into this, but really, like, soulmate soulmate doesn't necessarily mean, like, you have to get into a physical relationship. Like, I'm thinking about it, like, I am not gay. Like, I am not attracted to males, right?
Sure.
But if my soulmate is another guy, I don't mind that person being a guy.
You're bros, man.
Yeah, we become like best friends. We start hanging out, we do all sorts of things together. Like, we become best friends. We just don't have a physical relationship.
Oh, you could have a soulmate who's not like the love of your life, like in a romantic sense.
Exactly. So I have kind of like the person who is my exact complementary partner, but I'm just, because of my preferences, I'm not interested in having like a physical relationship with that person.
I guess that could work. I guess
it's an emotion. It's an emotional bond. I know Stephanie is all about the physical, whereas. So anyway.
All I said was, hey man, you found your soulmate. Right. You should go for it. And whatever that means to you.
And I agree. Like, if you find your soulmate and it's the person that you click on and it's amazing and
the
you're like.
That you click on, it's a digital soulmate.
Click on, I'm clicking on you. Click on. Click left, swipe right. So anyway, there you go.
Everyone's like hashtag bromance. Bromance.
Hashtag bromance, guys. There it is. I click on it. Absolutely. If PewDiePie is my soulmate, absolutely. All day, buddy. All day. Bro fisting. Don't do that. No. I always say something. No. No bro fisting.
Okay. Let's just push.
Our hands will just tap together.
Push the button.
How about that? Push the
just move on.
52% have pressed the button and 48% have not. Okay. There you go. That was fun. Oh, PewDiePie. Love you, man, but not in that way. Okay. Felix.
Okay.
All right.
Just...
Will you press the button, Steph? You are the only person in the world who can eat bacon, but you have to run your own pig farm containing 1,000 pigs.
Whoa. That's a lot of piggies. Why would I want to be the only person why would I want the thing on the left? I can eat bacon now and enjoy it in the company of friends.
Right?
And I don't have to slaughter my own pigs to do it.
Why would I want to deprive the rest of the world of the joys of eating bacon?
What would I be what kind of cruel person would I have to be like, look at this bacon I have. It's all mine. These 1,000 pigs are gonna produce like 8 tons of bacon. I'm gonna eat it all.
Wouldn't you love this delicious, salty, meaty snack? Well, too bad.
And everyone else, like after a few years, everyone's like, I can't even remember what bacon tastes like. This is so. What's your problem?
Yeah, it's not even worth rubbing it in everyone's face. Here's my bacon strip.
And everyone's like, ew.
Plus, I will say this. Bacon, for as good as it is, to me is not worth the hassle and financial cost of running a farm with literally 1,000 pigs.
I'll switch to turkey bacon before I'll do that.
Right? I
like pigs, but I don't want 1,000 of them.
I am not cut out to be a farmer, guys. I don't know if you can tell this about me, but like...
What?
Farmer Matt Pat. Not American Gothic Matt Pat. No, it's not me.
I could totally see it.
What, with my little straw hat?
Tending your rutabagas?
Hey, guys.
What would you grow? What would you grow on your farm?
Carrots.
Only carrots?
You're the one who brought up rutabagas. I would grow carrots.
Carrots?
Okay, if we're talking about soybean. Soybean is a very popular and profitable crop, I feel.
I mean, I like edamame, but I don't think soybeans. I don't know.
I would have to look into it, okay? I would have to research, my friend. I don't know. Corn. No, don't do corn. Actually, no, I think there are government subsidies for corn, so maybe I would grow corn.
Oh man, that's exciting.
Get that government subsidy. Welcome to GTLive, where today we're talking about government subsidies.
Ding.
Great.
Okay.
Great times. I'm not pressing the button.
Farmer Matt, turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is great, by the way.
Rhett Overbay's top comment just encapsulates it. There is no upside. There is no upside, right? There you go.
And Jay echoes your sentiment. I would never keep bacon from the masses.
Right, exactly. Jay can't. They can't see there's Jay.
Anyway.
There you go. Jay, I would never keep bacon from the masses. All right. I don't know. I have to live. This one, I can't say it's bad. I feel bad doing that, but it's like, it kind of was.
Yeah.
Okay, you have married the perfect spouse and your soulmate.
Oh man.
But they will talk you to death.
Are we talking literally?
Hey guys, welcome to GTLive. Where that's what we do literally every day. Every weekday, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time.
Join us.
Join us to be talked to death. You have married the perfect spouse and your soulmate, but they will talk to you. Are we saying literally or no? To your question.
Is it literal? Is it literal?
What do you think?
Jason, tiebreaker. Is it literal?
Jason.
Is it literal? Do you die?
Right? I think it's just that they talk. So, okay, I think here's the situation, Steph. Yeah, I think this is what it is. I think it's you. You're playing Witcher 3.
Okay.
As you are. Stephanie is currently playing The Witcher 3.
Game of the year.
So you're trying to.
Game of the year. Yeah.
According to the Video Game Awards.
Uh-huh.
So you're out to save Velen, right, Velen? Mm-hmm. And you're, seducing your fellow sorceress or whatever. And your sorceress, Geralt, you're summoning Roach. And here I am, and I'm like, hey, Stephanie, let's talk about our feelings.
Okay.
Hey, Stephanie, let's talk about what we're having for dinner today.
Well, that's good.
Hey, Stephanie, I am very needy, and I need things from you right now, and let's talk about those things, okay?
How is this different from our regular life? I don't know.
I just thought that's what marriage was.
Says the guy who's engaged. Jason is engaged. Congratulate him.
Hey, clap and a half for Jason. AKA, more like stab and a half for Jason. There it is.
I'm fine. I like.
Gab and a half.
Gab and a half.
Blah, blah.
Blah. So anyway,
I like communicating. I'd be fine with. I'd totally worth it.
Even though you're playing The Witcher, Stephanie.
Multitask all the way.
Honestly,
I'm pulling off a lot of moves right now.
The other thing, you have married the perfect spouse. Mm-hmm. It's worth it. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, they talk a lot. If that's their only problem, though, that's a minor problem to have. And one of the things that I always say, and one of the things that, maybe you can take this and apply it to your life. Over communicating is always better than under communicating.
True.
It's better to talk about your feelings, what's bothering you, your thoughts about certain issues, than to let them keep them bottled up and let them fester or
walk away angry. That's the worst.
Yeah, walk away angry, and then all of a sudden the other person doesn't know what they did. They don't know the solution to the problem, and they're not in a position where they can help. So over communicating is always better than under communicating. I think you press the button.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Connor715, one does not simply talk their soulmates to death. It's true. That is kind of like a weird loophole in this, is if they truly are perfect, they wouldn't talk you to death, so.
Yeah. Jaden says, yay, Jason. Everyone says, congratulations, Jason. Congratulations. Woo, woo, woo.
Laszlock, Jaden, Ryman. Micah Bellevue says, found the soulmate at 2 months old.
Whoa.
Wow.
You were precocious, weren't you?
in the crib at 2 months old, just looks over and is
bam,
gives a little hand, hey, what you doing, lady?
I don't have motor function right now, but.
Want this pacifier? Good job, Micah. You truly were a baby savant. Press the button. 47% have pressed the button. People don't want to talk. No one wants to talk. Here we go. I like this. See, if they're the perfect soulmate, obviously you're gonna like talking to them a good amount.
Right?
So to me, it makes sense. All right. Press the button, Steph. You don't have to pay for anything for the rest of your life, but you can never hear music again. Ooh. Ooh, I like this one. So everything is free, but you can never hear music. No music. That means music in video games, that means music in the car radio. If you're exercising, no music to run to. No movies are gonna lose a lot of effectiveness.
Ooh.
Yeah, think about every, like,
Is that
you don't
also
even
like
think about
birds chirping and stuff?
It's a fair question. I think so. I would say so.
That's too. Bird song, as it were.
Yes, bird song off the table.
We've been researching a lot of Disney over
No
here.
bird song?
There are
Done.
a lot of birds singing.
No, done. Deal breaker. No bird song. I'm out. That's it.
He threw my cough drops. I need those.
I know.
You know me. I'm, what's a nice way of putting it? Cheap. Frugal. Thrifty. So I would love for everything to be free. But I think I would miss out on so much of what everyone around me was experiencing if I didn't have music, that I would be really isolated from the rest of the world if that were the case. I would like being able to get everything free for the rest of my life so that I could always make sure that I could provide for my family. Like, I just imagine worst case scenario, and someone in your family gets a horrible disease, and if you get a horrible disease, sometimes the treatments cost like a couple $100,000. It's insane. It's ridiculous. So you would be able to get medicine for free. You'd be able to get houses for free.
Right.
That would be incredible. But you personally wouldn't be able to connect with like so much that's going on around you. Almost all of pop culture has music somewhere in there.
Yep.
I don't know.
So you're not pressing the button?
I don't know.
Me? I think it's a no-brainer.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me. Give me your rationale.
I think you have to press the button for exactly the reasons that you said. You have free medical equipment, you have free food, you can provide free housing, you can provide. You're a big traveler, Stephanie. I mean, we're both big travelers, but you specifically a big traveler. You don't have to pay for the hotels, the tours, the plane tickets.
Yeah.
Literally, you can. A free car. Hey, I want that Lamborghini. Great, awesome. Now I'm gonna take a road trip around the country.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have any music to listen to while you're driving.
Yeah, books on tape.
Audible, that's true.
Audible.com/MattPatGT. No, it's audible.com/ no, I think it's just MattPat. Anyway, it's not hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah. So anyway, okay.
But to me, I think that yes, you're right, you miss out on a lot, and movies are going to lose a lot of effectiveness. Car rides are going to be pretty boring,
I think for my family, it will be worth it. Like, even if I couldn't hear music, and making sure that they were taken care of.
And honestly, not just your family. Like, if you truly don't have to pay for anything for the rest of your life, you can go to the grocery store, basically buy it out, and donate it to a food shelter. You can.
We're assuming that it doesn't hurt. You're not hurting the people.
Yes,
like,
you have to assume
you're
that you're not
bankrupting the grocery store while you're doing that.
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Like, you're not hurting people to get stuff for free. It just somehow ends up being free.
But it's one of those things that, like, literally, if you don't have to pay for it, you can help out so many people.
Yeah, I think you press it too. Press it.
Yeah, press that. But this one I'm really curious about. So hop into, everyone's saying the economy. Hashtag MattPat for President 2016.
Oh my God.
No one will have to pay for anything. That is my presidential promise.
I like it. It's a presidential promise, so you don't have to keep it.
Yeah, there you go. Elect me and make sure you hold me to it. There you go. Press the button. I do
Let's see. Everyone is asking who pays for you. Yeah, we are assuming that this doesn't hurt anyone by you getting stuff for free.
Right?
Let's see.
But as we all know, magic always comes with a price.
Don't press. You could destroy the economy. Push it. We have to assume that you're not, though.
But the other so people who's saying
just press it.
See, the other thing that I would say with people who are saying you'll threaten the economy or you'll ruin the economy, I'm not gonna for me to actually pose a threat to the economy. That would have to be really extreme. Really, that's me going around and literally buying out all the grocery stores, all the houses, and giving them away, which I would want to make a dent, certainly, like I would want to help people, but like it would take a lot. And if I ever thought it was posing a risk to people, I would probably pull back.
You're so greedy, Steph. Think of the homeless. I did. I want to press the button.
40% of people did press the button, so you know, 40%. I'm actually surprised it wasn't more.
Yeah.
Will you press the button? Your life will be filled with action and adventure, but you're the main hero's sidekick. Excuse me. Sorry.
Let's see.
See, this is where I get sick on the stream. Excuse me.
I think that's okay.
Okay.
Because you're probably still there in the crucial moments to save the hero. You're still a big part of whatever the adventure and action is. You might not be the one getting the medals at the end of the day, but the main hero knows that you bless you.
Excuse me.
You are the main hero's hero, essentially.
Well, ish. Or you're the main hero's bait. See, here's the thing that I propose to you. The main hero is very often put into these situations where it's like, haha, I've got your partner and I've got your lover. Choose one to live and choose one to... You are constantly being used as kind of some... What?
See, I'm thinking...
Jason's giving me a weird look. Jason, what do you have to say?
You go with the sidekick at that point, right? Lover or sidekick?
I don't know. Who do you go with? Lover or sidekick? Maybe they're one
Until Dawn.
Maybe
was in Until Dawn.
Maybe they're one and the same, and they happen to be the same gender as you, and you're soulmates. You ever think about that?
See, I'm thinking more of the Gravity Falls scenario.
My bro Robin, he and I, bro fisting all day.
Where?
That's what I think of. Chewbacca's a sidekick. He does all that good stuff.
Chewbacca, okay.
He's right there.
Chewbacca, but I'm thinking like the Robin to your Batman, the Supergirl to your Superman, baby.
I'm thinking Mabel and Dipper. Like technically.
Ooh, pulling out some Gravity Falls.
Technically, Mabel is. I mean, they're both main characters, but technically she's the sidekick, and technically he's supposed to be the hero. Dipper is supposed to be the hero.
True.
Which, whatever. But she saves.
What do you mean, whatever? Do you have a problem with Dipper?
She saves the day. In a whole bunch of cases. Dipper's alright. Mabel's awesome. Mabel's the best.
Mabel's kind of wishy-washy. Anyway, alright.
Mabel
is wishy-washy.
No,
she's hilarious, but she's wishy-washy.
She has an excellent attitude. Okay, so technically she's the sidekick, but she just does just as much as Dipper. Silly old Dipper.
You know what I miss actually in the final episodes of Gravity Falls? There hasn't been enough Stan. Like there's Stan Lee or Uncle Stanford.
Uncle Stanford.
But there's not enough like Grunkle Stan action. I think you press this. Even though I'm playing devil's advocate and saying that you're gonna be a target, that you run the risk of being used as bait. Like Jason said, like Stephanie said, there are a lot of other examples where the sidekick is either the one saving the hero, or they're not even a target. They're just kind of existing in the background.
Grappling gun.
Okay, dig the whole USMN brings up the grappling gun from Gravity Falls.
Grappling gun, done.
That is true.
Done.
Okay, you won me on grappling gun. Grappling hook! Oh my gosh, it's great. So I'll press the button. Let's press the button. 69% of people have pressed the button.
Awesome.
31% did not. Yeah, being the side, like these questions make it seem like being a sidekick is a bad thing. It's not.
No.
The sidekicks are often like they're like not the targets, and they still get to do all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, this is good. Will you press the button? You can own Playboy and make millions, but you can only hire old ladies.
Again, what's the upside here? You're making millions?
Fun fact, Playboy actually is not, well, I don't know how much they're making at this point, but like, Playboy's hurting right now. With the death of the magazine, not that I follow the comings and goings of Playboy.
What?
I'm on there every day. Oh, yeah.
What?
What? Playboy. Playboy.com. What? So anyway, that's a thing, right? I don't know. I've never been there.
Nice way to backpedal.
So anyway, since Playboy, like the big bulk of their product was magazines, and now that the internet exists and the type of content that Playboy was producing is now much more readily available for much cheaper. So I hear So I hear much more readily available for much cheaper online. I don't know these things for fact. I just hear these things through the grapevine. Playboy's hurting. Printed media is hurting, and Playboy is one of those. So they're actually rebranding, and they're not doing it's not a nudie magazine anymore. It's now going to be like a gentleman's magazine.
It's like a GQ or something.
Yeah, it's like GQ, where there's still probably scantily clad women, but not naked women.
No naked.
So I hear, again, having never seen a Playboy, let it be known.
Get out of town, man.
So anyway, you own Playboy. So the benefit here is that you make millions.
Hashtag PerfPat is all over the place. Hashtag PerfPat.
Hashtag FapPat actually is the one I like better.
Great.
I think FapPat is pretty funny. So anyway.
No, I don't think I want to own Playboy. Nah.
Right? I don't want to own Playboy. Period. Making millions is nice. Not owning, I just don't care about Playboy. I will not press the button.
It's fine.
I don't want to run a dying magazine that, is dealing with nudie women.
The Playboy Mansion is here in LA though, and we know a bunch of gaming channels who have gone and done events at the Playboy Mansion. That does sound like it would be fun. I hear they have swans.
They do, I hear.
I hear they have swans.
Yeah, so
those are supposed to be pretty cool.
Yeah, we know 5 people who have done events at the Playboy Mansion.
A whole bunch. They're just hanging out at the Playboy Mansion, and we're like, you're YouTubers. What are you doing?
We're not cool enough to merit invites to the Playboy Mansion.
Nah.
Apparently.
But if anyone from the Playboy Mansion is listening, we would like to come see your swans.
Yeah, the peacocks.
The literal swans and peacocks.
The literal peacocks. The actual, animals.
The birds.
Nothing else.
Birds.
I hear they have a good waterfall, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah? And maybe they're afraid that if I show up, I'll become the next Hugh Hefner and then have to hire a bunch of old ladies.
Oh.
Maybe. What's wrong with what's wrong with old women?
No.
How dare you, ageist?
Yeah, you're so right.
Okay, hey, will I press the button? You get to have sex with any celebrity of your choice. Whoa, this is getting mature, guys.
I already know this is a no.
You get to have relations, carnal embrace, with any celebrity of your choice. But every one of their fans tracks you down and tries to kill you.
No way that's worth it.
Why would
no
you
way.
lie?
Why would you ever do that?
This? That's not even a debate.
No, move on.
No.
And it's kind of a bad question because that's just so silly.
No, that was easy. All right, will you press the button? You can be in any fictional universe you want, but you are in the body of your least favorite character. Ooh.
So I'm like Goyle in Harry Potter.
Yeah, Goyle is the one who's your least favorite.
Isn't that who are Malfoy's sidekicks?
Yeah,
There's Crabbe and Goyle.
Yeah.
Goyle. I'm Goyle.
You're Goyle. Get it?
I'm a Goyle. Okay.
Get it? It's an accent thing.
Oh my gosh.
Boys and Goyles.
My dad used to say that.
Are you really?
Uh-huh.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry for you.
So, okay.
Mr. C, if you're watching, Roy, sorry, man. Look what you inflicted upon your daughter. By the way, Stephanie's father does watch.
He does. He sent me an email one time. He was like, I left a message in the chat. Did you see it? And I was like, no, Dad, I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Well, Stephanie, you should be on your job.
I know, I should be looking more closely here. Everyone's like, mature stream.
Right? Look, maybe
Goyle
your
theory.
dad is commenting right now, being like, how dare you talk about having sex online?
What?
What?
We went through what?
How dare you talk about having carnal
We didn't press the button.
Okay, so people are talking. The comment that I'm seeing more and more here is everyone's saying Jar Jar Binks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, can't risk that one.
Yeah, Richard Loisel says Jar Jar Binks. There was a couple other ones that I saw fly past that said, you could Spartan Sheep. You could be Jar Jar, Atomic TNT, Jar Jar in Star Wars. There you go. So...
Or like Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Oh.
Yeah, Bob Lake, Jar Jar. Yeah, if you're in the Game of Thrones universe, which I don't know why you would want to be, because chances are you have
would end up dead.
75% chance of death. But you would be, what's his face?
Actually, you know what? Take that Goyle example from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I think I'd do that.
If you were Goyle, you would be.
If Harry Potter universe, I'd be Goyle.
Yeah, it depends on what fictional character you are, because if you're in the Star Wars universe and you're Jar Jar, well, first off, you're secretly, a Sith Lord. So there's that.
Oh my gosh, the theory. Will you do game theory on it?
I'm trying to figure out a way to make it interesting.
I know.
I'm working on it. We'll see. We had a meeting about this with all the theorists last week. We're like, how do we make this interesting? Everyone wants it, but what do we say about it? We're figuring it out.
Martha from Doctor Who, least favorite character.
See, all the Diana Hernandez says Jar Jar, Nick Kennedy, Jar Jar. See, for me, it depends on the fictional universe. In Harry Potter, Goyle, okay, he's kind of lame, kind of boring, kind of obnoxious, but he's he's not that bad. Star Wars and Jar Jar, that's pretty bad.
Rough.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Harry Potter's cousin isn't your least favorite character?
Dudley?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm surprised that even a magic user is your least favorite character.
I mean,
Because
Dudley just doesn't register.
Goyle squanders his ability. I think that's almost worse than just being a stupid muggle.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's super pretentious and.
So what are you saying about
rude
humanity?
and mean. He's not representative of all of humanity.
I would press the button.
You would press it?
I would press it.
I'm trying to think of what fictional universe I would want to live in. What fictional universe would I want to live in?
As long as I end up a magic user in Harry Potter.
It would be like me living in the Legend of Zelda fictional universe, but I would have to be like Tingle.
Oof.
Oh, that is not worth it. I'm not a Tingle fan. There may be some of you in the chat who are Tingle fans. If so, help explain it to me why I don't like Tingle. I'm not doing it. You would do it?
Yeah.
All right. I will not.
Okay.
52% have pressed the button, so you're in the majority, Stephanie.
All right.
There you go. Jason, would you press the button?
I think I would.
Would
I'd
you?
have to try and figure out the best fictional verse that has the most powerful character that I hate.
It's your favorite. What's your favorite
It
fictional
didn't
universe?
say that. It's like you could live in any.
Oh, any.
universe,
Okay,
but
good point.
It had to be the character you hated the most from that.
Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Will you press the button, Steph? Anything you want to do, you can, but you die at 20.
No.
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 Nope.
No.
Life. Nope. You can do anything
What if you
want
want
to.
grandkids?
Wait. Oh, what about this? What if you could stop time? And so now, yeah, I'm 20, but boop, pew, stop time.
You stop time and then you're alone. Hanging out at 19. Then what?
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot that happens after age 20 that you still want to participate in.
Yeah. Stick around for that.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, stick around. Will not press the button. That was all right. 33% of the people have pressed the button. 67% not. Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. You become a successful game developer for the rest of your life, skilled in all relevant trades and love your job.
Ooh.
But you can only create fishing simulators, and a number of people in only the hundreds respect you as a game developer.
Huh.
That's really deep.
You still love your job though.
Yeah,
you become a
you're
successful
okay
game
with
developer, skilled in all relevant trades. You love your job, but you only create fishing simulators. Okay, so this is the problem. Ready? Mm-hmm. Ready for this? You're not making enough to live off of, presumably.
I think you might not be.
But it does say successful.
You're successful at creating video.
Yeah,
if you
it's
are
all
a
about
successful,
scale.
Yeah, if you are a successful game developer, what that means, and you're a fishing simulator developer, that means you are a great fishing simulator developer. Like, you are successful at being a game developer of fishing simulators.
But just selling a couple hundred games
I can't believe that I'm
is
having
not
this
going
conversation.
But just selling a couple hundred games, you're just not going to make it work.
And
I totally agree.
Meanwhile, guess what? You're probably making PewDiePie and Markiplier super famous because they're playing your fishing simulator and talking about, oh, I'm getting my fish. Oh! And then they name the fish Tiny Bass Bill. And then they're like, here's my friend, Tiny Bass Bill. And then everyone watches it. And then no one buys my game.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to play. I want to name a digital fish Tiny Bass Bill now.
Tiny Bass Bill.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Right?
Oh, that's great.
I imagine their videos now, and they would be hilarious. but it would also be like the internet would then like suddenly make fun because everyone plays simulator games. We're gonna play a simulator game at some point because I want to try them out because they seem really fun. I've never actually played a simulator game.
I say no.
So this is so the question here, Steph, is basically is it money or is it self-actualization? So Maslow's hierarchy of of needs for humanity is like at the top it's like self-actualization. You're proud of what you do, you're the best at what you do, you are like super achievement oriented in what you do. But the problem here is, so in this case, you're self-actualized. You're the best at what you do, you love your job, it's great.
But the bottom of the pyramid doesn't even exist. You might not even be making enough to like live or buy food.
So if you haven't seen the episode where I'm like, why you're a video game completionist, I talk about Maslow's hierarchy, but basically it is, you have your physiological needs, which are, food, your food and stuff like that.
Food, shelter,
Then you have your safety needs, which are basically, a house, safety, like not being in a place where you're being threatened with death all the time. So you have your baseline of like, I need food and water to live. Then you have like, I need to not be in a place where I'm gonna die and I need shelter. Then above that, you have your love needs, your emotional needs. So like, I need a soulmate, I need, other people, I need friends. And then on top of all of that is your self-actualization, which is like, I'm the best at my career, I'm constantly learning and achieving new things. Here, the question is, you're self-actualized. The top of the pyramid is covered, but because of what you do, which is create fishing simulators and only 100 people are buying them, you're not filling the bottom of the pyramid.
See, I think...
okay, marry rich. Press it, marry rich.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Jason.
I think there's a bigger problem here that we don't see. Because if you are happy and totally content at a job that doesn't make you enough to fulfill those bottom levels of the pyramid, there's actually something mentally not there with you. Just to be totally honest, people are programmed, like hardwired. There's a reason why Maslow's hierarchy exists, is because people fundamentally need the bottom before they need the top. And so if you got like those top pieces covered, but the bottom is completely falling out and you can't even recognize that, I think you're dooming yourself to like a life where you actually have no idea what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
You're not like an actual functional human in this scenario.
The other problem with it, I like that this really random question has prompted so much discussion too.
Hey man, fish simulators are complicated.
Fish simulators. The other thing that I would say here though is Kickstarter. The one thing that not we talk about, but like that you hear talk about a lot in the digital video industry these days is like, you don't need to have the biggest fan base. All you really need is, those dedicated fans who are going to support you and believe in the projects that you're creating. And so the example that's always used is like Rooster Teeth or Freddie Wong or people who have done these really big scale projects who do have pretty large fan bases, let's be honest, but where like maybe 1,000 people, 10,000 people have donated to their Kickstarter campaign. And so now all of a sudden they're able to do a movie, they're able to do Video Game High School, they're able to fund these large projects because of a small dedicated fan base who believe in what they do, right? So if this guy's like, hey guys, I create these fishing simulators that you guys really love and that, you guys can't live without. Here's my Patreon page, here's my Kickstarter page, please, I can't do this without your support. I need to live, I need to be able to buy things.
Sure.
So that, to me, adds an interesting wrinkle to this, where the day and age that we live in, that sort of stuff actually matters. And so, those few hundred people who love your fishing simulators
could finance all the rest. It could be
like,
totally
hey,
fine.
I can donate to you $5 of my own a month for you to feed your family and for you to live. Please keep doing what you're doing. I believe in the fishing simulators that you're creating. So this is tough. This is surprisingly tough to me.
What are they saying on Twitter?
Yeah, let's go.
I was just looking at Twitter, actually. We haven't had a lot come in for this specific question. There was Chet. Chet said, I would press. If I love what I do and can be successful at it, it doesn't matter if no one respects it. I think that's totally fair. I think that's a totally valid perspective.
It is, but the problem is, can you live like that's the problem, right? Like, can it create a sustainable lifestyle?
Right. Marry rich. I agree with Jason. Marrying rich solves everything. First you marry rich, then you plot their murder, and then you marry for love.
Thanks, Eric. Draven Archangel.
Eric Draven's girlfriend. If you're out there right now,
watch out.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Unless you're girlfriend number 2, and he's already bumped off, number 1.
If he's rich already, you're doing good. You're probably in the clear.
You're fine.
Keep a close eye on the bank account.
Yes.
Yes.
And also on like any beverages that he's poured for you.
Just invest in a food taste tester all the way. This is tough. For me, and this is something that we get asked a lot on like even the other day on the Game Theorist subreddit, we were asked about like, how do I support you more, Matt? Luckily, we're in a position where, we're getting views and stuff. We're able to get a regular flow of kind of like advertisers to sponsor an episode every once in a while, which helps us do well and helps us, pay for everyone who's helping out on the channel, all the editors, Goomba and Drake and all the other guys.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason is another good example, so that we were able to do things like that. And that's why we don't monetize these streams. That's why, we don't have a Patreon and things like that. But one of the things that I have always said to people is like, I would feel like taking like advertisers' money is easy because they have a lot of money to give. But for you guys who are watching, you don't have the millions, billions of dollars that a lot of these advertisers have. And so for me, like, I appreciate the support, but I would always rather take like some rich corporation's money than like your guys and like, the allowance or the paycheck or whatever it is. Because
the advertisers are getting something for it too. Like, that's a trade, right?
Yeah,
they get to advertise in front of your video.
And you guys
it's a trade.
And you guys get stuff out of it too, right? You're getting like content and videos and things like that. But for me, I just always feel better. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of you guys, right?
That's deep.
No, I mean, honestly. And so that's one of the reasons why, like, I would only go to like Kickstarter or something if it was like a really big project that we couldn't like finance ourselves or find an advertiser for. Like, it would be kind of like one of those last things that I think you guys are going to really enjoy, that that I would want to provide a lot of value to you guys. Like the Rooster Teeth movie or a Freddie Wong stuff, like that stuff makes sense to me.
So that being said, maybe these fishing simulators are awesome. And you can't just make them because they're not that widely appealing or whatever, but those few hundred people really, really like them.
Man, this is hard. This one might be the hardest button that we've had, which is so stupid because it's about fishing simulators.
I press it. I press it. I think I'd press it.
I think you press it too. I think to have self-actualization and be proud of what you're creating, I think you press it.
Yeah.
I think you do. Let's do it. I'm curious. 41% of people have pressed the button. 59% did not. How do you feel?
All right, I feel good. All
right. 2 more?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. When you press the button, you can shapeshift into any person you want. Because since we're sick, we're going to keep the stream a little bit shorter today just because I'm starting to get all hot and sweaty in here. Steph, your voice, you're doing okay actually, but you're out of cough drops.
I know, I am out of cough drops. It's going to go south really soon, guys.
So I'm a Diet Coke.
And I'm out of Diet Coke, it's true. So anyway.
It's over. This is...
So anyway.
Okay, let's finish strong.
Yeah. You can shapeshift into any person you want, but you can never go back to your regular body.
Ooh.
But you can keep shape-shifting, right?
You keep shape-shifting.
Oh.
Pushing that.
Really? Why?
It goes back to like what we used to talk about, why we got into acting and stuff like that, which is, for me, I got into it because I just wanted to be everybody else.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep playing different roles,
yeah.
different characters. I never really cared about like realism or like documentaries or stuff like that. I like the fictional stuff. So by being a different person every day, every week, every month, something like that, I would have a lot more fun with that.
Yeah, interesting. All right, real quick here, I noticed Sean Whedon at East Evans for the last question says, Oh, Sean Whedon said, "Press the damn button." All right. Goth girl was. Well, that was
me to press it for you.
Goth girl. I would rather be poor and happy than rich and unhappy. That's a really good way of thinking about it.
That is a really good way of thinking about it, which is totally true.
And we were going with like the worst case scenario where it's like you can't pay for like your month-to-month.
But maybe you're fine. Maybe you're fine.
Yeah, if you are, that makes it a lot easier.
So for this one, I would press it too. I'd press it too.
You would press it. You can shapeshift in any person, but you can never go back to your regular body.
Yeah.
I think. Why is that? I have my thoughts too.
It's not because I'm unhappy with the body I have. I think it would be really interesting, and it would teach you so much to literally be able to walk in somebody else's shoes. And the benefit would be that when you get like older, you could just shapeshift into a younger person's body. So you could stay like fit and healthy. Like you could shapeshift into a healthy body if something ever happened to yours. And then you would also be able to experience actually being different kinds of people, and even if you shapeshifted into some other body later on, you would really understand the perspective of that person in a way that you would never be able to if you hadn't like literally walked a mile in their shoes.
Wow, interesting.
I know.
I don't press it.
Why not?
I don't press it, one, because I can
face is so
right here. Right, the money, this is the money maker, guys. Right here. This sweaty hot mess of a man in front of you right now. That is it. No.
Fade back.
Well, first off, it says you can shapeshift into any person you want. If I'm shapeshifting, I want to be shapeshifting into anything. I want to be shapeshifted into a dragon. If I'm just shapeshifting into another person, it's okay, I guess. Like, I appreciate the idea of like walk in a mile in another person's shoes.
You could also essentially have like, you could live forever. This also implies that you could live forever.
I don't know.
You shapeshift into a younger person's body. It keeps functioning.
I don't know.
Okay. When you're 95, you just shapeshift into a 20-year-old's body and you're like, bam, I'm ready to go around again.
See,
when you have a cold, you shapeshift into someone
healthy person's body.
Doesn't have a cold.
But something like I like having a sense of identity. I like having a sense of who I am, and so not being able to go back to my regular body feels like it would be really alienating.
Hashtag hot pat.
Like, to me, I feel like if I shapeshifted or like if you were shapeshifting all the time, like I don't know who's next to me. Like it's tough, you know?
It's not like you would. Oh, okay.
Right? Like, 1 minute you might be you, the next minute you might be Dallas, the next minute you might be Jason.
Are you saying that your relationship with Stephanie is based on physical
looks.
limitations?
No, but what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that. I'm the one who turned down carnal embrace earlier, okay? I was the one who said I would be okay with my soulmate on an emotional level.
So think about it this way. Take me as an example.
Yes.
I shapeshift into some other person who looks kind of like I do now. Okay. I can't go back to this body, but I can come back to that one as many times as I want. Then maybe I go off and try.
Can you though? Because I feel like, because here's my thinking about this question. I know we're overthinking it, and I know we should move on to the next one. But real quick, you can never go back to your regular body, which means I feel like it's on average, what is the body you are most inhabiting?
This is my regular body. This is it.
Oh. Okay, then fine. Yes, I'm pressing the damn button. Okay, I'm pressing it. It's pressed. 63% press the button. Great. Awesome.
Good choice.
Awesome.
Smart decision.
Fine, I press the button. Okay.
What do you mean by downloading sites?
Okay, you will have super fast internet that never fails, but all downloading sites will be blocked. Downloading sites, I'm thinking they mean like Pirate Bay.
Oh, like torrent sites.
Yeah, torrents, I'm assuming.
You have super fast internet that never fails.
Because you have to be able to download something.
Right?
Like, you can't not download like a program or something. Right? Am I understanding this right?
I think so.
I mean, I assume so. That's what I get out of it.
Speaking of, it's rumored that Google Fiber might be coming to Los Angeles, which is super exciting. I think you press this. Super fast internet. As long as downloading doesn't entail like
all that money that you would
be
spending on high-speed internet, you could spend on actually buying stuff instead of downloading it via torrent.
Yeah, that's true. Or you're streaming it really fast, or you're uploading and having no problems with uploading or live streaming, absolutely press the button. Fast internet is great. Really? 35% of people had pressed this button, 65% did not.
Huh.
Pirates! Arr, matey, pirates out there. We see who uses this website. Will you press the button?
I think some people are just overthinking it.
Yeah, they're thinking that you can't download anything.
And I don't think it's referring to you can't download anything. It says downloading sites, which means sites dedicated to downloading material.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I think it's illegal downloading.
Yeah, I think it's implied that it's illegal downloading. This is one of those times where you kind of have to like read between the lines. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Last one. What? Oh, last one. You can use fuel for free for 10 years.
Okay.
But you have to raise 10 children at once. What? No, of course not.
I don't think so.
The cost benefit here is insane.
Oh no.
For the money that I'm saving on fuel for 10 years, I'm spending to... Do you know... Okay.
It is so expensive to raise a kid.
What I believe the current cost to raise a kid is... in how many hundreds of thousands of dollars?
I thought
Anyone know this?
I thought it was like 800,000.
It's cheaper in bulk though, right?
I think it is slightly cheaper in bulk, technically, because you can like pass down things and stuff like that.
Oh no, wait, I was way overestimating. $245,340.
Yeah, fun fact. So, the cost to raise a child,
or $304,480 if you adjust for inflation by the time they're 18.
Yeah, so is around $300,000 up to age 18. That's not including college, right?
That's not including all the people moving back home with their folks.
Right. That's not. Yeah. That's
when can I get rid of these 10 children?
When can you get rid of them?
Yeah.
You have to raise them. Once they are raised.
Jason's auctioning them off when they're 2.
Yeah, 12. Great. Still, so that you're spending.
You're spending way more than that on all those kids.
Cost benefit, guys, $300,000 per. That's
kid.
$3 million. Say rough estimate, $3 million. That's overestimating.
You have a lot of hand-me-downs. I'm sure there's some economy in there somewhere.
Sure, but versus fuel for free? Come on.
No way.
I will not.
No
and
way.
anyone who does is completely. 26% have pressed this button, of course. That's fine. Let's see. That's.
This is.
What?
You would legalize gay marriage, but you would become a homophobe.
What?
It's already legal. We don't need to press it.
We don't
need to become homophobic.
Right?
There we
don't
go.
need to press this. That was kind of a stupid one.
Yeah.
You can be a guest star in any TV show you want, but you would have bad breath the whole time. What? Okay. We've gotten into the silly land of kind of like weird questions.
You could be a guest star in any TV show you want.
But you would have bad breath. Yes.
Unless you're really close to someone, they probably won't know.
Yeah, if you're a guest star, and especially like any TV show, unless you're in a soap opera where you're literally like making out with the person, bad breath doesn't matter. Yes, you press the button.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Really? 31% have pressed the button. 69% did not. Okay,
Really?
whatever. Okay. Anyway, I think that's a good place to stop it. I'm getting a little bit tired and I'm starting to feel like the sickness get up in my head. Steph, I know that you need some help. So.
Some help.
So anyway.
Some light hospitalization.
Yeah, so anyway, that's it for today. So what have we learned today? We learned that...
Stank pat. Hashtag stank pat
No
returns.
stank pat today, guys. We learned...
bad breath. The bad breath. Stank pat returns.
That's true. That's true! Stank pat returns again! More like sick pat right now.
Don't give them your germs.
Yeah, don't breathe in, guys. Don't let me breathe on you. You'll get sick.
You can always... Who said you could always vigorously floss? Thank you.
Vigorous flossing!
That just made my day.
Whoever said that gets a clap and a half.
Yeah.
There it is. So, thank you guys for watching and putting up with our sickness for the day. We're going to try and get some rest and feel better for tomorrow. And remember, guys, that's just a stream. A live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Whew! All right. Let's vigorous flossing wouldn't get of endless bad breath. Says, shoot, I lost the name. Curse you, chat, for going so quickly. Online games says the stream won't load. Darn.
Anisha, bye-bye.
Anisha Pence, goodbye. Mr. Sheeples, bye guys. I hope you get better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We need to get some vitamin C.